जी नमस्कार, स्वागत है आपका प्लेटफॉर्म पर आपके। जी सरिता, सविता, इंग्लिश वाला, रमेश यादव, एके, शेनिशा, ज्योति, सभी को नमस्ते। फटाफट ऑडियो वीडियो कंफर्म करिएगा बिफोर आई स्टार्ट द क्लास। जी फटाफट ऑडियो वीडियो कंफर्म करिएगा बिफोर आई स्टार्ट द क्लास। आई एम हियर। जी सभी को नमस्ते, सभी को जय श्री राम है, सभी को जय श्री राम है, सभी को शाम वाली गुड इवनिंग है। ऑडियो वीडियो बिल्कुल कंफर्म है। हाँ, इफ ऑडियो वीडियो इज फाइन देन लेट्स स्टार्ट द क्लास। क्लास शुरू करते हैं, क्वेश्चन आंसर सेशन को शुरू करते हैं। राइट, लिटरेचर के भी क्वेश्चंस मिलेंगे आपको, थोड़े बहुत क्वेश्चंस मिलेंगे ग्रामर के भी, और देखते हैं आपकी तैयारी का क्या है नतीजा, क्या है जायजा। 14 तारीख को पेपर की डेट भी है, वैलेंटाइंस डे के दिन ही है ना। जी सोनू जी नमस्ते, पूजा जी को नमस्ते। चलिए देखते हैं पिटारे में क्या क्या आज बंद है, कैसे कैसे खुलता है, कैसे कैसे आते हैं आपके आंसर्स। ऑल इज क्लियर, देन देयर इज द फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन। एन इंग्लिश पोएट couldn't help the excitement that an historical event caused in his lifetime. And he wrote the lines, "Bliss was it in that dawn to be alive, but to be young was very heaven." Right? These lines were written by a poet, and who was the poet and what was the occasion? This is the question. And options are: the lines were written by W.H. Auden on the Spanish Civil War. Option B is it was written by Lord Tennyson during the Crimea, right, Jubilee of Queen Victoria's reign. And option C is it was written by William Wordsworth on French Revolution. And option 4 are it was written by William Blake and the occasion was the Industrial Revolution. These are the 4 options, right? An English poet couldn't help the excitement that an historical event caused in his lifetime, and he wrote, "Bliss was it in that dawn to be alive, and to be young was very heaven." जिंदा रहना ही बहुत बड़े अवसर की बात थी, और उसमें भी युवा होना तो चांद में और चांदनी जोड़ रहा था। And these lines were written by none other than the great romantic poet Mr. William Wordsworth, and the name of the poem was French Revolution, and in fact the occasion was French Revolution. French Revolution took place in 1789, and Wordsworth had visited France on the first anniversary of French Revolution. And the older generation of romantic poets like William Wordsworth, Coleridge, Robert Southey, all were influenced by the by the French Revolution. Though later it proved to be hallucination, बाद में भ्रम टूटता भी है, बट शुरुआत में सब के सब उसी से इंस्पायर्ड थे। तो राइट आंसर इज सी, एंड एवरीबॉडी हैज गिवन द राइट आंसर। सबका आंसर भी सही है, सी है। तो ये है इंटेलिजेंट पीपल और इंटेलिजेंट टीचर के इंटेलिजेंट स्टूडेंट्स। पहला आंसर सबका करेक्ट है। नाउ आई कम टू द सेकंड क्वेश्चन। Who is the writer of descriptive sketches? And once again options are John Milton, Shakespeare, Galsworthy और Wordsworth. Descriptive sketches किसने लिखा है? Who is the writer of descriptive sketches? बोलिए फटाफट आंसर। जी रंजना जी नमस्ते। चैनल को फटाफट शेयर भी कर दीजिएगा, लाइक करने के साथ साथ ही कुछ और लोगों को भी जोड़ लीजिएगा, उनको भी देख लीजिए कि आपके बराबर ही जानते हैं, कुछ आगे भी जानते हैं। जय हुडा जी को नमस्ते, कैसी हैं? शाबाश जॉनी। ये डिस्क्रिप्टिव स्केचेस वाज द फर्स्ट पोएम रिटन बाय विलियम वर्ड्सवर्थ। विलियम वर्ड्सवर्थ की पहली पोएम है डिस्क्रिप्टिव स्केचेस, और इसी के साथ एक और उनकी पोएम है एन इवनिंग वॉक। एन इवनिंग वॉक एंड डिस्क्रिप्टिव स्केचेस बोथ वर पब्लिश्ड इन 1793। दोनों ही 1793 में पब्लिश हुई थी। Right, descriptive sketches and an evening walk by Wordsworth. So right option is D. Clear? Nice jacket. Wow, thank you so much. जैकेट ही नाइस है फिर तो बल्ले बल्ले है ना? मैं भी नाइस हूं यार, जैकेट की बात क्या है? और तुमने तो कलर भी वही भेज दिया जो जैकेट का है हमारे. On heroes, hero worship and the heroics in history is a book by Thomas Carlyle, published in 1841, and it was a collection of. ये किसका कलेक्शन था? On heroes, hero worship and the heroic in history is a book by Thomas Carlyle. Thomas Carlyle was born in the Romantic period, and in fact he was born in the same year when P.B. Shelley was born. But P.B. Shelley became a romantic poet and Thomas Carlyle became a Victorian essayist. ये होती है history of literature. What was it? And options are 6 lectures on different personalities. Option B, 6 poems on different historical characters. Option C, a collection of essays from different German philosophers. And option D, an anthology of biblical poems. Biblical poems means poems based on Bibles, right? Yes, and in fact on heroes, hero worship and the heroic in history, कार्लाइल की बुक नहीं, बेसिकली ये लेक्चर्स थे उनके that he had delivered in different colleges of Cambridge University, right? Lectures थे ये, and later these lectures were collected and published in a single book, और वो single book बन गई on heroes, hero worship and heroic in history, right? So it was a collection of 6 lectures, right? उनके 6 lectures का ये collection था. Hence right answer to the question is A, right? अपराजिता, संजीव, फिरोज जी नमस्ते, इंग्लिश वाला, ज्योति कनौजिया, शशि दुबे, AK गौतम, चेतना शर्मा, इतने लोगों ने आंसर्स किए हैं. And right answer to the question is A. It was a collection of 6 lectures. ये 6 lectures का उनके collection था. Next question. How many poems were there in the second edition of lyrical ballads? Right, last day भी ये question हमने कराया था, but due to voice problem we have to stop the class, and I think everything is fine today. Voice is okay, it's not breaking anymore. And how many poems were there in the second edition of lyrical ballads? This is the question. Don't be in a hurry, Pooja. Read the question and then answer. Right? There were total 23 poems. 23 poems थी total. कहाँ? In the first edition of lyrical ballads. Right? In the first edition of lyrical ballads, total poems were 23, 19 by Wordsworth and 4 by Coleridge, and then second edition was published in 1800, and in the second edition there was a preface, जिसको preface to lyrical ballads कहते हो, and total poems were there 43. Alright, 43 poems थी वहां पर. नहीं मनीषा, आप बिल्कुल लेट नहीं है. Only 4 questions, and the 4 questions में से 2 तो पिछले वाले ही थे. The Suitable Boy was written by. Suitable Boy is a novel written by an Indian, and you have to tell the names of the Indian. What was the name of that Indian writer who wrote The Suitable Boy? And I want to give here a clue, और clue ये है कि he was the same who wrote a novel in poetic form. Poetic novel भी उसने लिखा है. अब आप नाम बता सकते हैं. You are new to my class. You are most welcome. How did you get the link of my class? Right? उसने एक नॉवेल लिखी है जो नॉवेल पूरी वर्स नॉवेल है एंड द नेम ऑफ द वर्स नॉवेल इज द गोल्डन नोटबुक, है ना. एंड हियर द राइट आंसर इज विक्रम सेठ. राइट, विक्रम सेठ की नॉवेल है द सुटेबल बॉय और बहुत लेंथी नॉवेल है ये और अपनी लेंथ के वजह से ही ये नॉवेल बुकर प्राइज नहीं जीत पाई दो इट वाज शॉर्ट लिस्टेड. राइट, शॉर्ट लिस्टेड तो हुई थी बट विन नहीं कर पाई बिकॉज ऑफ इट्स नंबर ऑफ पेजेस. द फर्स्ट नॉवेल बाय रस्किन बॉन्ड. Ruskin Bond is very favorite among children. He is basically a children's writer and he has been awarded several awards by the government of India and he lives in Mussoorie in Uttarakhand. Right, and he still writes. अभी भी लिखते हैं और लिखते ही रहेंगे. Wow, great Utsuk. Thank you. Thank you for joining. जी श्वेता नमस्ते. द फायर एंड द माउंटेन, आवर ट्रीज स्टिल ग्रो इन देहरा, द रूम ऑन द रूफ एंड द ब्लू अम्ब्रेला, these are the options and out of the options you have to tell which one was the first novel written by Ruskin Bond. सारे लोग आंसर करो भाई. कुछ लोग तो क्लास ज्वाइन कर लेते हैं और दूसरे का आंसर देखते हैं और अपने को आंसर से बचाते रहते हैं और पता नहीं कौन सा उनको मिलता है इसमें रस कि वो दूसरे का आंसर देख ले और उनका कोई भी ना देख पाए. ऐसा करना गलत बात है ना और आप गलत बात करते नहीं हो. शाबाश. सबका आंसर सी है नहीं, कुछ लोगों का बी भी है ना, कुछ लोगों का बी भी है. हिज फर्स्ट नॉवेल जो था वो था द रूम ऑन द रूफ. द रूम ऑन द रूफ वाज द फर्स्ट नॉवेल. राइट, फर्स्ट नॉवेल था द रूम ऑन द रूफ. राइट, दिस वाज द फर्स्ट नॉवेल रिटन बाय रस्किन बॉन्ड. रस्किन बॉन्ड का फर्स्ट नॉवेल था ये द रूम ऑन द रूफ. राइट, रस्किन बॉन्ड का ये नॉवेल है. यद्यपि सारे ही उन्हीं के नॉवेल हैं एक को छोड़ करके, है ना. एक को छोड़ करके, किसको छोड़ करके ये बताइएगा जरा. इसमें से कौन सी नॉवेल है जो रस्किन बॉन्ड की नहीं है. मेरे बताए हुए बहुत सारे क्वेश्चन नेट में आए थे. वाह ग्रेट. असल में नेट का जो पेपर बनाते हैं ना, जो एग्जाम का पेपर बनाते हैं वो भी मेरी ही क्लास देखते हैं और मेरी ही क्लास देख करके वो पेपर बनाते हैं. उनको भी बहुत कुछ थोड़े ना आता है. चलो नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन पर आते हैं. दैट इज क्वेश्चन नंबर 7. Which of the following novels is not a Booker Award winning novel? कौन सी नॉवेल है जो बुकर अवार्ड विनिंग नहीं है. द फायर एंड द माउंटेन, मिडनाइट चिल्ड्रन, द इनहेरिटेंस ऑफ लॉस एंड द व्हाइट टाइगर. राइट, कौन सी नॉवेल है जो बुकर अवार्ड नहीं जीती है. बोलिए. शाबाश, Very nice. Come on. The fire and the mountain. यही नहीं जीती है ना? चलो ठीक है भाई, मान लेता हूं। चलिए, इस बार टीजीटी वाले भी मेरे ही क्लास से क्वेश्चन बनाएंगे। फायर एंड द माउंटेन अनीता देसाई की नॉवेल है। मिडनाइट चिल्ड्रन सलमान रुश्दी की नॉवेल है। द इनहेरिटेंस ऑफ लॉस्ट किरण देसाई की नॉवेल है। एंड द व्हाइट टाइगर अरविंद एडिगा की नॉवेल है। अरविंद एडिगा को 2008 में व्हाइट टाइगर के लिए बुकर प्राइज मिला था। द इनहेरिटेंस ऑफ लॉस्ट को 2007 में बुकर प्राइज मिला था, किरण देसाई की नॉवेल है। और मिडनाइट चिल्ड्रन को 1991 में बुकर प्राइज मिला था। और क्वेश्चन पूछा है कि किसको नहीं मिला था, तो किसको नहीं मिलने वाला आंसर जो है वो है फायर एंड द माउंटेन। आंसर यहां पर ए है, राइट। फायर एंड द माउंटेन को नहीं मिला था, दो इट वाज शॉर्ट लिस्टेड, बट इसको मिला नहीं था। मिलने वाली जो नॉवेल है वो नीचे की बी सी डी है। एंड द क्वेश्चन इज विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग नॉवेल्स इज नॉट अ बुकर अवार्ड विनिंग नॉवेल, hence the right answer is A. Clear? The Frankenstein was subtitled by. The Frankenstein is the novel written by the wife of Percy Bysshe Shelley, and the wife of Percy Bysshe Shelley was who? Mary Shelley. Mary Shelley की नॉवेल थी Frankenstein, and the question is what was the subtitle of the novel? What was the subtitle of the novel? The novel was The Frankenstein was subtitled by A Gothic Story, Modern Prometheus, A Pure Woman, A Man of Character. Shabash, very nice. Sanjeev, Avishi, Kavita, Firoz, Shashi, Sarika, Sonu, Shenisha, Meenakshi, very good. द कासल ऑफ ओट्रेंटो, ये किसकी नॉवेल है? द कासल ऑफ ओट्रेंटो किसकी नॉवेल है? द कासल ऑफ ओट्रेंटो इज द नॉवेल बाय होरेस वेल्पोल एंड इट वाज सबटाइटल्ड एज अ गोथिक स्टोरी। फर्स्ट गोथिक नॉवेल है ये। द फ्रैंकेस्टीन वाज सबटाइटल्ड एज द मॉडर्न प्रोमीथियस, right? And Tales of the D'Urbervilles by Thomas Hardy. ये टॉमस हार्डी की नॉवेल थी अ प्योर वुमन, और टॉमस हार्डी की ही नॉवेल है मेयर ऑफ कास्टरब्रिज, और उसकी सबटाइटल है A Man of Character, Mayor of Casterbridge, और उसकी सबटाइटल है Man of Character. All right, next question. Who is described as a sort of prose Shakespeare? Who is described as a sort of prose Shakespeare? Prose Shakespeare किसको कहा जाता है? बोलो फटाफट। टॉमस हेवुड, शाबाश। ये टॉमस हेवुड कौन थे? कि जॉन हेवुड? राइट। Thomas Heywood was described as a sort of prose Shakespeare by Charles Lamb. चार्ल्स लैम ने इनको शॉर्ट ऑफ प्रोज शेक्सपियर डिस्क्राइब किया है। और क्यों कहा, क्यों किया है? बिकॉज इट इज सेड दैट ही हैड हिज हैंड इन अराउंड 200 प्लेज, करीब 200 प्लेज में इन्होंने अपने हाथ अजमाए थे, इसलिए इनको प्रोज का शेक्सपियर कहा जाता है। जी प्रमोद कुमार राज जी पहले ही इंग्लिश के टीचर है एंड स्टिल ही इज प्रिपेयरिंग फॉर इंग्लिश, दैट इज वेरी गुड। अच्छा प्रमोद कुमार राज जी आप इंग्लिश टीचर हैं, वाओ, आई थॉट यू आर एन इंडियन बट यू आर एन इंग्लिश, नाइस, नाइस टू ज्वाइन माय चैनल, थैंक यू। Right, the right answer to the question is Thomas Heywood. Question number 9th answer is C. Now I come to the next question, that is question number 10. The prelude was divided into, the prelude was divided into 12 books, 14 books, 18 books, 24 books. The simplest question, and nobody is going to make any mistake. The prelude was a book of poems written by Mr. William Wordsworth, published posthumously in 1850 by his wife Mary Hutchinson, dedicated to Coleridge, and the full title was The Prelude or the Growth of Poet's Mind, an autobiographical poem divided into 14 books, right? Divided into 14 books. Hence, right answer is B. In fact, the plan was made by Coleridge and Mr. William Wordsworth to surpass Mr. Milton. मिल्टन को सरपास करने का प्लान बनाया गया था, बट कॉलरिज वाज अ प्लानर ओनली, ही नेवर stick to the plan and almost all his plan failed, and it was Wordsworth who completed the whole poem alone. पूरा complete किया. He started the composition of the prelude in 1799, just after the publication of Lyrical Ballads, and he kept on working on the poem till 1939, and it was published in 1850 after the death, right? उनके डेथ के बाद पब्लिश हुई. मैसेज आने की आवाज आ रही है, तो मीनाक्षी आपके फोन में मैसेज आ रहे होंगे, हमारे बोर्ड पे तो कोई मैसेज नहीं आ रहा यार. अगला क्वेश्चन, हु सेड अबाउट चार्ल्स लैम्ब एसेज? Who said about Charles Lamb's essays? क्या कहा था कि the essays want no preface, they are all preface. A preface is nothing but a talk with the reader and they do nothing else. preface की उनको जरूरत नहीं है. preface काम क्या करते हैं? प्रीफेस तो रीडर से खाली बातें करते हैं, राइट? अ प्रीफेस इज नथिंग बट अ टॉक विद द रीडर एंड दे डू नथिंग एल्स. इसके अलावा और कोई काम नहीं करते वो. तो क्वेश्चन है, आंसर है विलियम हैजलिट, ईवी लूकस जो कि बायोग्राफर थे चार्ल्स लैम्ब के, या चार्ल्स लैम्ब ने खुद ही कह लिया था अपने बारे में, या फिर टॉमस चैटरटन. टॉमस चैटरटन तो वेल नोन है, एवरीबॉडी नोज who was Thomas Chatterton. Shabash, everybody has given the answer except Shashi Dubey, right? Right answer is it was a statement made by Charles Lamb himself. Charles Lamb का statement था कि my essays do not need any preface, because वो सब के सब खुद ही preface हैं, वो खुद preface हैं, उन्हें किसी preface की जरूरत नहीं होती. They are all preface, and a preface is nothing but a talk with the reader and they do nothing else. Next question. Confession of an English opium eater. Confessions of an English opium eater किसने लिखा है? Very nice. Confession of an Opium Eater is a very popular essay published in 1821 by whom? By Thomas De Quincey, not by Samuel Taylor Coleridge. Samuel Taylor Coleridge थे तो नशेड़ी, बट उनका ऐसे नहीं है ये, राइट उनका ऐसे नहीं, ऐसे है टॉमस चैटर्टन, सॉरी टॉमस डी क्विंसी का, राइट ये टॉमस डी क्विंसी का है। देखिए नीतिका शर्मा ने बिल्कुल सही जवाब दिया है, प्रमोद संगीता धर्मपाल इंग्लिश वाला वीर सिंह फिरोज, राइट थोड़ा सा गलत कर दिए हैं ऑफिशियल जी, बाकी तो ठीक है, राइट ये टॉमस डी क्विंसी का ऐसे है, राइट। नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन, क्वेश्चन नंबर 13, which of the following names of writers was associated with the satanic school of poets? satanic school of poets के कौन कौन से प्रोफेसर हैं यहाँ पर आपको ये बताना है। और द टर्म सटानिक स्कूल जो था ना, द टर्म सटानिक स्कूल ऑफ पोएट्स वाज गिवन बाय रॉबर्ट सदे। Who was Robert Sade? Robert Sade was the poet laureate of England, and after the death of King George III, he wrote what he wrote? He wrote a very popular, very significant work, और उस वर्क का नाम था A Vision of Judgment, right? A Vision of Judgment. And in this A Vision of Judgment, he said that the soul of King George III directly went to heaven, स्वर्ग चली गई है। और इसी में उन्होंने coined the phrase the satanic school of poets, और स्पेशली दो पोएट्स को शैतानी स्कूल का पोएट्स बता दिया, पीबी शैली और लॉर्ड बायरन को, राइट इनको कहा कि दे आर द पोएट्स ऑफ शैतानिक स्कूल, ये इसके पोएट्स हैं। और क्या किया फिर लॉर्ड बायरन रिटेलिएटेड, लॉर्ड बायरन ने ऐसा हमला किया, ही रोट अनदर पोएम, और इस पोएम का नाम था द विजन ऑफ जजमेंट, राइट। द विजन ऑफ जजमेंट वाज अ पोएम रिटन बाय मिस्टर लॉर्ड बायरन, और इस लॉर्ड बायरन ने क्या किया, ही said that the soul of Mr. King George III can never go to heaven. He was such a lecherous creature कि वो तो हेल में जाएंगे, वो तो स्वर्ग में कहीं जा ही नहीं सकते हैं। तो ये उन्होंने कहा, और इनफैक्ट इस बात से बड़े खुश भी थे लॉर्ड बायरन कि उनको सैटानिक स्कूल का पोएट कहा गया, राइट। तो पहले अ विजन ऑफ जजमेंट और फिर द विजन ऑफ जजमेंट। नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन, नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन, क्वेश्चन नंबर 14, हु फेमसली रोट डॉन जुआन इन हेल? डॉन जुआन इन हेल किसने लिखा है? विलियम वर्ड्सवर्थ, पीबी शैली, जीवी शॉ और सैमुअल टेलर कॉलरिज। हु फेमसली रोट डॉन जुआन इन हेल? जी जगदीश हुस्मानी, सर जी थोड़ा इंग्लिश स्पीक कर लो, राइट। आई डू अंडरस्टैंड हिंदी, आई एम फ्रॉम कर्नाटका। You do or you don't understand Hindi? Oh, Jagdish bhai, several times I speak English, but sometimes I think that the students of the Hindi belt are not comfortable in English, so I always try to be bilingual. And if you are from Karnataka, I hope you will understand my language, as maximum times I try to be in English, right? Who famously wrote Don Juan in Hell? Options are William Wordsworth, P.V. Shelley, G.V. Shaw or Samuel Taylor Coleridge. Don Juan was in fact a poem written by Lord Byron. Byron की poem है, and in originally Don Juan has been taken from the Spanish myth, Spanish legend, and he was basically a womanizer. Who is a womanizer? Womanizer is one who seduces women irrespective of their age, their culture, their race. And Mr. Lord Byron perverted the character, perverted the legendary tale, और क्या बना दिया कि डॉन जून तो बहुत अच्छा आदमी था. It was women who seduced him, उसको seduce करती हैं. And in fact Mr. Lord Byron ही डॉन जून थे. And when George Bernard Shaw wrote a play, The Man and Superman, in third act of the play is Don Zoon in Hell. Third act of the play में Don Zoon is Hell है. So right answer here is not B. Right answer Don Zoon in Hell was written by George Bernard Shaw. Right? It was written by George Bernard Shaw, the Irish playwright and Nobel winner. Right answer is C. You have to rectify your answers. Almost all of you have given incorrect answer. Neetika Sharma is right though. Clear? So right answer is C. It was Mr. Who? It was Mr. George Bernard Shaw who wrote Don Juan in Hell. Clear? Next question. Which of the following poet critics compared science and poetry? Which of the following poet critics compared science and poetry? साइंस एंड पोएट्री को किसने कंपेयर किया है? वर्ड्सवर्थ, कॉलरिज, चार्ल्स लैम्ब और पीबी शेली. Who compared? Who compared science and poetry? Who compared science with poetry? बोलिए फटाफट आंसर जी. शाबाश. सच में आवाज आ रही है? फोन बजने की ना कि मैसेज आने की? मैं भी चेक कर लूं एक बार. सच में आवाज आ रही है? फोन बजने की ना? कहाँ आ रही? कोई नहीं आ रही यार. Nothing like that. अच्छा ओके ठीक है. आ रही है? हाँ कॉलिंग की तो अभी आ रही थी, अब तो नहीं है. आंसर बताओ इसका, फिर चलते हैं अगले क्वेश्चन पर. लगातार ही आ रही है कि ब्रेक भी लेती है कभी? लगातार आवाज आ रही है? कई बार आ भी चुकी है. अरे बाप रे बाप. दैट्स अ प्रॉब्लम. ओके okay, let me correct it. Right answer to the question who compared poetry and science. So right answer here to the question is Coleridge. It was Coleridge who compared science and poetry. Right? Science and poetry compare किया है Coleridge ने. Next. In 2022, the book Tomb of Sand became the first novel translated from an Indian language to win the International Booker Prize. Who was the writer and who was the translator? Who was the writer and who was the translator? In 2022, the book Tomb of Sand became the first novel translated from an Indian language to win the International Booker Prize. Who wrote the novel and who translated the novel? Gitanjali Shri was the novelist. Gayatri Spivak was the translator. Gitanjali Shri was the novelist. Daisy Rockwell was the translator. Salman Rushdie was the novelist. Elizabeth West was the translator. Om Prakash Valmiki was the novelist. And Gitanjali Shri was the translator. Right? Right answer to the question is B. The novel Ret Ki Samadhi in Hindi was written by Gitanjali Shri and it was translated into English under the title The Tomb of Sand. Right? Under the title Tomb of Sand, and hence it was translated by Daisy Rockwell and it was awarded the International Booker Prize. Right? International Booker Prize are given to the translated works into English. Next question. Which of the modern plays by a British playwright actually puts Shakespeare as a character on stage? Which of the modern plays by British playwright actually puts Shakespeare as a character on stage? In simple language, which of the play that has a character Shakespeare? Shakespeare एक character है किस play में? This is the question. Right? Edward Burns Bingo, Harold Pinter's Mountain Language, Terence Rattingan's Inspector Calls, or Joe Orton's Lute. What is the name of the play in which Shakespeare appears as a character? Right? Question number 17, and 17th ka answer is A. It is Edward Burns' play Bingo, where Shakespeare appears as the character. Question number 17 answer is A, and then question number 18. Lives of the most eminent English poets consists of the biographical criticism of. Life of the most eminent English poets consists of the biographical criticism of 15 poets, 25 poets, 52 poets, or 105 poets. Lives of the most eminent English poets was written by the literary dictator Dr. Samuel Johnson. Dr. Samuel Johnson is called the father of biographical criticism. He was a lexicographer, he was a novelist, he was a poet, he was a dramatist, he was a journalist, he was an essayist, he was everything. Right? That's why he is called literary dictator. And in his lives of the most eminent English poets, there are total 52 lives. Right? There are total 52 lives, and they are arranged in the order of the death of the poets. Hence, right answer is C. Right? And here in the lives of the English poets, he criticizes metaphysical poets and he criticizes John Donne's Lycidas but appreciates his Paradise Lost. Next question. Valentine and Lucetta are characters in. Valentines and Lucetta are characters in. ये दोनों characters हैं किस play में? The Two Gentlemen of Verona, As You Like It, 12th Night और Midsummer Night's Dream. कहाँ पे characters हैं ये दोनों? Lucetta and Valentine. Very good. Very good. Clapping. Shabash. Julie, Huda, Chetna, Sarika, Meenakshi, AK, Julie, English Wala, Jagdish, Rita Raj, Sangeeta Sharma, Apurva, Firoz, Shenusha. कैसे पता चल गया यार? ये पता चल गया होगा कि इन तीनों में तो नहीं है. Because Rosalind and Celia appears in As You Like It. The heroine of 12th Night is Viola and the other woman character is Olivia. And in Midsummer Night's Dream you have Hermia, you have Helen, right? But Valentine and Lucetta, they don't appear in these three. Hence, the right answer is The Two Gentlemen of Verona. Right? The name of the play where the two girls, Lucetta and Valentine, appears. Very good. No, not at all, Meenakshi. Don't worry. You are absolutely correct. The title of William Faulkner's novel, The Sound and the Fury. William Faulkner wrote the novel Sound and the Fury, and he borrowed the title for the novel from a dramatist. And there are four dramatists in the options, right? Christopher Marlowe, William Shakespeare, Ben Jonson, and John Webster. Which one is the right answer? Shabash. The simple, one of the simplest question. It was the title taken from William Shakespeare's play Macbeth, and the lines are, life is a tale told by an idiot, full of sound and fury, signifying nothing. Right? Life is a tale told by an idiot, full of sound and fury, signifying nothing. So the full of sound and fury, the title Sound and Fury has been taken from Shakespeare's Macbeth. Answer is B here. Question number 21st. Anagnorisis stands for. Anagnorisis stands for reversal of luck, purification, discovery of facts, or complex plot. Anagnorisis stands for. Very good. Anagnorisis is a Greek term taken from Aristotle's Poetics, right? And according to Aristotle, peripecia and anagnorisis are required to make a simple plot complex. Simple plot को complex plot बनाने के लिए anagnorisis की जरूरत होती है. And the right answer to the question is either A or C. Very nice. Anagnorisis means discovery of facts. Anagnorisis means discovery of facts, and peripecia means reversal of luck. Peripecia means reversal of luck. पलट जाना, P for पलटना आपको बताया था, if you remember. Peripecia means reversal of luck. Anagnorisis means discovery of facts, and catharsis means purification. Catharsis means purification. Right? Catharsis means purification. Anagnorisis means discovery of facts or recognition of facts. Recognition of facts. Right? Complex plot is complex mythos. So rectify your answers. A lot of you have given incorrect answer to this question. Anagnorisis is recognition of facts, discovery of truth. Next question. Identify the correct chronological sequence of 4 quartets by Mr. T.S. Eliot. T.S. Eliot wrote the 4 quartets, and it is a collection of his 4 poems, and you have to make the chronology. Which one appeared first, followed by which one, followed by which one, and then what was in the last. Very nice, Kavita. Kavita still remembers the formula. Right, Bedji? Bedji is the sequence. Alright? Bedji is the sequence. Bedji में burnt Norton, B for burnt Norton, E for East Coker, D for dry salvages, and then little gidding. राइट बेट जी का ये फॉर्मूला है एंड राइट आंसर इज सी बर्ट नाटन अपीयर्स फर्स्ट फॉलोड बाय ईस्ट कोकर फॉलोड बाय ड्राई salvages followed by little gidding. This is the formula, right? This is the formula. All right, next question. In T.S. Eliot's poem Love Song of J. Alfred Prufrock, who among the following painters is the subject of conversation among the perambulating women? Perambulating women के बीच करेक्टर कौन है, किस पेंटर का नाम दिया हुआ है? And women come and go, talking of women come and go, talking of Da Vinci, Raphael, Michelangelo, or Donatello. These are the names of the painters, and one of the painters is mentioned in the poem The Love Song of J. Alfred Prufrock, and the name of the painter is Michelangelo. Women come and go, talking of Michelangelo. Right, they are talking of Michelangelo. Next question. He played well and won the trophy. Now you have to identify the nature of the sentence. He played well and won the trophy, whether it is a compound sentence, simple sentence, complex sentence, or exclamatory sentence. Identify the sentence and click the answer. Shabash. Right answer is compound sentence. Very true. Right answer is compound sentence. Hence, because there are two clauses. दो क्लासेस यहाँ पर दी हुई है. फर्स्ट वन ही प्लेड वेल and the second one is he won the trophy. Right? There are two sentences and both the two sentences are of independent nature, independent clause. Hence, the answer is the compound sentence. Next question. He exclaimed that it was a dreadful idea. He exclaimed that it was a dreadful idea. Identify the sentence. Identify the sentence. Compound, simple, complex, or exclamatory. Question number 25th. He exclaimed that it was a dreadful idea. Two clauses are here. First one is he exclaimed. Second one is it was a dreadful idea. Conjunction is that whether the sentence is compound or complex or simple. Very nice. Very nice. Everybody is right. The right answer to the question is it is the example of complex sentence, because this phrase he exclaimed is not independent, it is dependent, और दूसरा वाला जो है वो dependent है. Right? Next question. She called at my house as the clock struck 5. Identify the sentence. She called at my house as the clock struck 5. Compound, simple, complex or exclamatory? She called at my house as the clock struck 5. Identify the sentence. Compound, simple, complex, exclamatory. What is the right answer? She called at my house as the clock struck 5. Right answer is question number 26. Wow, great. Shabash. Very nice. And this is the example of simple sentence. Our compound sentence. पक्का बताइएगा. Next. Mystery and miracle plays in English were based on. Mystery and miracle plays in English were based on English folklore, English legend, biblical stories or Anglo-Saxon myths. Question number 27. Come on. Mystery and miracle plays in English were based on English folklore, English legends, biblical stories or Anglo-Saxon myths. Here, right answer is here C. They were based on English or biblical stories. Next. A trivial comedy for serious people. A trivial comedy for serious people was the subtitle for Every Man in His Humor, Every Man in His Humor, or Blithe Spirit, or The Way of the World, or The Importance of Being Earnest. जी प्रमोद संजय नमस्ते. मैंने 26 का आंसर तो बताया नहीं मीनाक्षी. 26 का आंसर तो आप लोग को बताना है. मैंने तो उसका आंसर आपको बताया ही नहीं. You have to tell the right answer now. And if you don't know the answer, then go for the answer and drop your answer after the class in the comment box. A trivial comedy for the serious people was the subtitle of the play The Importance of Being Honest, and this play was written by Oscar Wilde. Right? The play was written by Oscar Wilde. A trivial comedy for serious people. Next question. He asked me whether either of the applicants were suitable. You have to find out the error. Error find out करना है. Error find out आपको करना है. In this sentence, he asked me whether either of the applicants were suitable. Whether either of the applicants was suitable. इसका आंसर क्या है? Find out the part in which there is an error. जिस error में जिस part में error है, you have to find out. Very nice. Either of the applicants. right? Whether either of the applicants, the subject, what is the subject? Subject is either, and hence verb must be according to the subject, that is was. Alright, hence right answer to the question is C. Right, C is the right answer. Next question, question number 30. Identify the underlined word. You are paying less attention to your studies than you used to do. You are paying less attention, right? You are paying less attention to your studies than you used to do. Identify the underlined word, and underlined word is here less, right? You have to tell the category of this word, class of this word, whether it is adverb or adjective or noun or preposition. Question number 30. Very nice. Kavita, where do you live? Anishka, Kavita, Julie, Shashi, Pramod, Rita. Very good. Satendra Kumar, Huda, English Wala. Very nice. Apurva, Wonder World. Right? Everybody is okay with the question? Now no need for any clarification. Right? Sometimes you commit life-taking task. Right? Wow. You are paying less attention. Attention is noun. Very simple. And hence attention is noun. Then the word that defines a word noun is adjective. How you say that it is adverb? Veer Singh, will you clarify? Huda, how do you say, how can you say that less is adverb here? Less adverb कैसे है? इसको जरा डिफाइन करिएगा. क्या दिमाग लगाया आपने यहाँ पर इसको adverb करने के लिए? How much attention did you pay? आपने कितना अटेंशन लगा दिया ये बताइएगा. फिरोज के अकॉर्डिंग भी ये क्या है? एडवर्ब है, ऐसा है? देख लो यार, एक बार चेक कर लो अपना अपना. चलिए, आंसर इसका एडजेक्टिव है, नॉट एडवर्ब. So you will have to change your answer. And now I proceed to the next question. Once again, a word is underlined here and you have to find out the right answer. There is more evidence yet to be offered. There is more evidence yet to be offered. Adverb, adjective, noun, preposition. वेरी लेस होता तो वेरी एडवर्ब हो जाता, लेस स्टिल एडजेक्टिव होता. व्हेन यू से दैट द पॉपुलेशन ऑफ इंडिया इज लेस देन दैट ऑफ व्हाट, इज लेस देन दैट ऑफ चाइना, द लेस इज एन एडवर्ब. No, 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 Jagdish, don't worry. I have another student and his name is English Wala. Right? His name is English Wala on the screen. So don't worry. I am not giving you any epithet. I just take your name, Jagdish. Right? There is more evidence yet to be offered, and here yet is adverb. Right? Yet is adverb here, yet is not noun. yet to be confirmed, yet to be announced, yet is adverb. Next question. Identify the underlined word. Please help me for once. Please help me for once. Adverb, adjective, noun, preposition. Help me for once. Once upon a time, there was a king and he had 3 queens. And 3 queens brought up 4 sons. Identify. Very nice. Question number 32nd, and answer to question number 32nd is what? That is noun. C. Right? That is answer to the question. It's C for once is here a noun. And when you make the statement once upon a time, then once is an adverb. Right? Right answer here is noun. Once is noun. Let's come to the next question, that is 32nd. Once again, a phrase is underlined here and you have to find out the class. Right? Identify the underlined class. He set sail though the storm threatened. He set sail though the storm threatened. Adverb class, adjective class, noun class, or none of the above. There is no class. Right? He set sail though the storm threatened. Come on, come on. Which type of clause is this? 33rd, it is adverb. Right, Bushra, Sarika, Meenakshi, Pramod, Huda, Shashi, Rita. Very nice. Kurvanshi, Julie, AK, Anishka, Jagdish, Sangeeta, Apurva, Kavita. Though the storm threatened, this is the adverb clause. Absolutely right. Veer, Chetna, Feroz, English wala. Adverb clause. Next question. Which of the following author book pair is correctly matched? Correctly matched. Hard Times, George Eliot. Heroes and Hero Worship, Walter Pater. Sohrab and Rustam, Matthew Arnold. Ethics of the Dust, Lord Macaulay. Which of the following pair is correctly matched? Hard Times, you know that it was the shortest novel and the only novel by Dickens that was based on a fictitious town, Coketown. That is Hard Times by Dickens. Heroes and Hero Worship, you did a question even today itself, and that was written by Carlyle, not Walter Pater. And Sohrab and Rustam is the poem written by Matthew Arnold based on a Farsi poem, Persian poem, Shahnama by Firdausi. Hence option C is truly matched, is correctly matched, and this is the answer. Rest of the 3 options are mismatched. Identify the underlined class. They elected Nandini, than whom no better girl ever went to school. They elected Nandini, than whom no better girl ever went to school. Adverb clause, adjective clause, noun clause, none of the above. Which one is the right answer? You have to identify the clause here. Question number 35th. Question number 35th, identify the right option. Which clause is here? कौन सी क्लास है यहां पर? Do fast, do fast. बोलिए फटाफट फटाफट बोलिए। वेरी नाइस, शाबाश शाबाश। Right answer to the question is adjective clause. Sometimes then is used before a relative clause to confuse you. Than is a preposition. Than is a preposition, and the clause is whom no better girl ever went to school. This is a relative clause, and relative clause is also known as adjective clause. Right answer to the question is B. Next question. Identify this underlined clause. Life is what we make it. Life is what we make it. Which clause is used here? What is the underlined clause? Adverb, adjective, noun, none of the above. Om Namah Shivaya. Life is what we make it. Life is what? What is life? Life is what we make it. That is the noun clause. That is the noun clause. All right. Next. Who among the following Victorian poets is the most sensitive to the conflict between the old and the new? Most sensitive poet to the conflict between the old and new. Tennyson, Rossetti, Browning, Schumann. There were 3 Rossettis, and out of the 3, 2 were poets: William Rossetti, Christina Rossetti, and Dante Gabriel Rossetti. DJ Rossetti. DJ Rossetti was a painter as well as poet. Christina Rossetti was a poet, and William Rossetti was basically a poet, and all the 3 were involved in the pre-Raphaelite movement. And here the right answer is Alfred Lord Tennyson. He was the most sensitive to the conflict between the old and the new. Right, next question, 38th. Rugby Chapel is a poem by Matthew Arnold in the memory of his friend, father, mother, brother, sister. Rugby Chapel is a poem by Matthew Arnold, and it was written in memory of whom? Whom? Mother, his father, his sister, or his brother. Question number 38. Right, Rugby Chapel is an elegy written by Matthew Arnold on the death of his father. Right, his father, Mr. Thomas Arnold, was one of the eminent Victorians, and he was the headmaster of the school Rugby Chapel. Right, and hence he wrote an elegy on the death of his father. And right answer is C, that is father. All right. Next question, question number 39. An idyll is usually a poem about a. This question is from literary terms. An idyll is usually a poem about a picturesque city life, panoramic view of nature, picture of industrial society, picturesque country life. An idyll is usually a poem about a picturesque city life, panoramic view of nature, picture of industrial society, or picturesque country life. And this is the answer to question. Answer is D. And now today's last question of the day. Who taught you grammar? Change the voice. Who taught you grammar? Change the voice. This is the last question of 23rd of January. आज वीर सुभाष चंद्र बोस का जन्मदिन है। आप सभी को सुभाष चंद्र बोस की जन्मदिन की बहुत सारी शुभकामनाएं। और सुभाष चंद्र बोस का जो ऑब्जेक्टिव है लाइफ का, फॉलो द पाथ ऑफ सुभाष चंद्र बोस, नेवर सरेंडर, राइट, ऑलवेज बी पॉजिटिव, always keep faith in yourself, always be courageous, you can conquer the world. Subhash Chandra Bose was the only man who hoisted flag of India on India during the time of Britishers. लिटरेचर के क्वेश्चंस नहीं हो पाते, कोई बात नहीं, यही वाला आंसर बता दो फिर जो आपकी स्क्रीन पर है, तो देख लूं जरा कितनी ग्रामर आप कर लेते हो, कितनी ग्रामर आपको पता है। ये एक सेंटेंस बता देगा आपको हमारी आपकी औकात जिसे कहते हैं। थैंक यू फॉर द लुक्रेटिव सेशन एंड थैंक यू टू यू फॉर अटेंडिंग द सेशन, राइट। सेशन अटेंडेंस भी बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट होती है। थैंक यू तो मुझे बोलना चाहिए। एंड राइट आंसर टू द क्वेश्चन इज ऑल द अबव आर करेक्ट, राइट। All the above options are correct. All are true. Who taught you grammar? Right? Who taught you grammar? By whom was the grammar taught to you? By whom were you taught grammar? Who were you taught grammar by? All the three options are correct. And once all the three options are correct, it means option D will be the right answer. All the three are the passive voice. All right, चलिए, थैंक यू सो मच, बाय बाय, टेक केयर, गुड लक, मस्त रहिए, व्यस्त रहिए। जय हिंद, जय भारत, जय श्री राम।